Hello. Welcome, everybody. Hello there, Periscope. Let's get this party started. How are we all? I hope everyone is doing very, very well. And as we get things kicking off, we've got something very exciting to chat about today. And that is all about you, wonderful you. So tonight, and what's inspired today's topic, as I'm always trying to connect, but it's happening. Hello Periscope, and Facebook is all working well. Hello, we've got anybody there we can say hello to, and let's fingers crossed, checking. Hello Notorious Ghost. Hello everyone for Periscope. Lots of Periscopers out there today. Welcome. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. We're just let's just wait for everyone to connect. For anyone that's joining me for the first time, I always like to let you know what we're doing here. This is a little live broadcasting experiment that started. This is actually week 3 now. We're almost finished week 3 of this live broadcasting experiment. Going on to Insta. We're live. Speaking of Instagram, welcome everybody. Instagram, Periscope and Facebook. So testing out all the features, and hopefully at the end of this experiment, which will be at the end of the month, I can share with you all of the pros, cons, learning insights, aha moments, and the benefits of live broadcasting, and how businesses and brands can consider it for your marketing activity. Without further ado, now that we're all connected and we're besties and we're here together, same time, same place, I will get started. For those of you live, thank you for joining me. For those of you that are watching on the little old replayo on Facebook and Periscope, hello, thank you for tuning in and watching this broadcast. So let's get started. Welcome. I'm Despina Karatzias, and this is Desi TV, the Discovery channel for your excellence, yours and yours and yours. Today's topic, what we'll be talking about, is 7 reasons to invest in you and level up your thinking. So tonight I've actually been facilitating a workshop, or one of the many facilitators as part of the Professional Diploma of Digital Marketing. And it got me thinking, as I was preparing for the information evening tonight, that there's so much more to deciding to take that next step in an investment of your time and your funds and your money in learning and doing something new. So I wanted to share some insights, and certainly something that has become very much part of my budget every year is investing in my education. So to keep me green and growing, this is something that I always set funds aside towards, well, what new skill do I want to enhance and want to get better on or master for the year ahead. And that is something that I do, and something that has been actually I can't do without. So some women and men buy shoes or have other hobbies. Mine is definitely my hobby, and my reason for getting up in the morning is learning. So as much as I love sharing, I enjoy being a sponge and learning first. So 7 reasons to invest in you and leveling up your thinking. Now, I don't know, have you got itchy feet for change at the moment? Do you like variety in your work? Or when you look at the next 12 months or the next 5 years, will you be happy to be doing what you are doing now? And what does that look like? Have you given that any thought? what will that look like, and what would you like to change at the same time? So some questions to kind of float around for you this morning. So if you got itchy feet for something different and for change, or are you happy to be doing what you're doing right now for the next little while, and you're quite content and everything is good, which is awesome too. So when I had finished, I'd initially studied my path led me to tourism management. But prior to tourism management, I wanted to be a social worker. My initial came out of high school and I wanted to do social work. I just wanted to help. And in coming out of doing some work experience in the social work, it was an arts degree and I had to do some community service before that would lead me to the social work curriculum. I discovered that I really needed some more life experience before I took that next step. And I thought, you know what, I'm not quite ready for this course just yet. And it was the best thing that I did doing the community service, because I just didn't have, I had a situation with one of the community clients, and it was a very emotional experience, and it was something that I became very emotional with them, and that was my defining moment that I'm a bit too young for this right now. This is something I could come back to. So off I went. I thought, well, what's the next thing? What's something that I would really love enjoying learning, and something that will have some fun to it? And that's where I saw tourism, and really it was the crush I had on the world that attracted me. I hadn't done any traveling up until this stage. I had a big dream to travel overseas and travel the world, and that's what led me down this path. And that was that was in 96, so that was a good 20 years ago when I started the path to tourism, and haven't turned back ever since. So just wanted to give you that backstory, because I then went on to do my tourism diploma and advanced diploma, and I got my tourism management degree, and then I got busy working, forgot about investing in any more training. I'm done. I've got my degree, I've got my thing on the wall at my parents' house, and that's it, I'm finished. But it wasn't until I started managing people and I started reoccurring the same issues over and over again that I realized, hold up, Despina, you need some more tools in your toolbox. You clearly are experiencing the same things, because you're approaching it with the same attitude and the same mindset and the same things that you've been trying. You know, that circle of that definition in and circle of insanity. You're trying to get a different result, but you're doing the same thing over and over again. And that was my aha moment. That was probably that was about 8 years ago now. I went, I need some more tools. I went and did a coaching course, which led me to some awesome learnings in human behavior, and really bringing out the best of ourselves through our thinking. And straight off the bat, one of the models there that really stuck out to me, and this is stuff I've been so immersed in, digital and social and so forth, this is stuff that I've got this neuro-linguistic programmer practitioner certification that I've just kind of this sleeping thing that I invested a lot of time and energy in, and it made a huge difference in my work. So this one, the 4 levels of thinking, was something that was taught to us very early on. And it goes a little something like this. I wish I could have that cued. It goes a little something like this. Hit it. Okay, no. Okay. 4 levels of thinking within the human psychology. So the more and more you're aware of these, the better positioned you are to make some decisions, or at least have a little bit of a barometer or yardstick for you to see where you're at. So these are the 4 levels that I want to share with you. Level 1 being doing what feels good to you, is good for you, is good for others, and is good for the greater good. So doing what feels good is good for you, good for others, and good for the greater good. That's level 1. An example of that, my recent example, I'm going on to almost a year, is quitting alcohol. It feels really, really good to just be done with drinking. I didn't enjoy it. It always gave me a headache. Anytime I drank, I wake up feeling crappy, and it's like, why do I keep? For that tiny moment of feeling a little bit, woo, this feels great, or enjoying a good glass of wine, I didn't enjoy the aftermonth. So this is something that I did. It's level 1. It felt good. It was good for me. It was good for others, and I feel it's good for the greater good. Okay, so there's an example of that. Level 2 is doing things that don't feel good, but are good for you, good for others, and good for the greater good. Now, this is where level 2 thinking is learning new skills. Initially, it doesn't feel good to be doing something new. It's out of your comfort zone. You might be in a new environment, new people. It's hard to get your head around. So level 2 thinking is being out of your comfort zone. So it doesn't feel good initially, but you know it's good for you, it's good for others, and it's good for the greater good to learn something new. Level 1, we're more talking about comfort zone stuff. It's something that feels good, good for you, good for others, good for the greater good. But it feels good because you're very comfortable. It's comfort zone. Level 2, it's getting out of the comfort zone. Then we go on to level 3, where we know that, okay, this feels good, but I know it's not good for me, it's not good for others, and it's not good for the greater good. And this is where we're staying the same. We might be procrastinating and just going day by day, living Groundhog Day. It doesn't really feel good. It feels good because I'm comfortable, but it's actually not good for me, and it's not good for the people around me. Get it? I hope you're enjoying this, because I was like, MG, when I first kind of became exposed to these models of thinking. And level 4, and the final level of thinking, is when it's just everything's not good. It doesn't feel good, and it's not good for you, not good for others, and it's not good for the greater good. So when we're talking here, when we're feeling depressed, when we're doing work that doesn't have purpose, when we're unmotivated, nothing's really, it doesn't feel good, and it's not good for anyone. I certainly had an experience with this recently. I was doing some work that I just wasn't into. Okay, it wasn't feeling good, and it wasn't good for anyone else either when you're not feeling good about what you're doing. So, and that was a catalyst where, MG, I haven't been at level 4 for a long time, and I've got to make a move to change this. So I hope that really that is something that is valuable to you. If you're watching it, if you're joining me live, give me some heart love, or let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you. Now, where we want to sit with our levels of thinking is definitely in level 1 and level 2. It's the most ecological, where ecological beings, just like nature, it's good for everybody. And it's empowering to be in level 1 and level 2. But more than anything, we want to be swaying and always be wanting to be doing things that are kind of not feeling so good, but we know are good for us. So level 2, we want to be always mindful to be sticking at level 2 until we get so good at it that you go, oh, wow, that thing that I didn't feel good about because I was scared, fearful, was uncomfortable, I'm at level 1 now. It's actually becoming really easy. What new thing can I do? What new skill can I learn? How can I step things up again and go back and be doing something that takes me to level 2? Okay, for example, this broadcast. I procrastinated. I went from level 4 up. I'm not at level 1 yet. It's not easy for me to be doing this yet, but I'm committed to it. I will keep showing up and remember that consistency, train until I can get to level 1 and then go, okay, what else can I experiment with to go back to doing something new that's level 2? So this is where we're at. This is something new now that you know, 4 levels of thinking. yeah, I'm sure there's a lot out there on if you wanted to learn more about that. Okay, so now the 7 reasons that I've identified that you must really look at investing in you, especially, like I said, anytime I have made a commitment that every year I do, and I'm in the middle of a course right now. So it's always something that I've made a concerted effort that I will always be investing in my education. But 7 reasons that I think you should too, okay? This is when I think you should be considering in doing something new or learning a new skill. So the number 1 reason is if you're looking for change. So if you're looking for a career change, or if you're looking to pursue that idea you've had for a very long time, if you've got big dreams and you find yourself not stuck, and this isn't my next 12 months, this isn't what I want for my next 5 years, I would be definitely, that's number 1 reason I would be looking in investing in yourself. Okay, get yourself back into the classroom, or get yourself a mentor, invest in yourself. Number 2 reason is you just want to skill up. You're really happy where you are, just like I was about 10 years ago. I was managing people, and I said, I love what I do, but I want to skill up these people skills in managing people and bringing out the best in others, because I'm finding I'm bringing out the worst. I'm hitting walls. So I knew that's when I wanted to skill up in my management and being an effective leader. Okay, number 3 reason that you should invest in you is if you want to start a new business, do something for that business at the very beginning, and invest in some education in whether it's how to start a business, or whether it's how to start a business, whether it's to validate your idea. Do the research and invest in you before doing that. It will always serve you. I'm not saying put off starting anything. I'm always advocate start before you're ready. Just put yourself out there, but certainly invest in some education and give yourself the best chance. Number 4 is take your current business to the next level. Okay, so a lot of us, you might already be in business and be very successful, but when you're thinking about leveling up, this will be a really good time to invest in you to bring out the best in your business, or take it to the next level. Make a greater contribution to your organization. So if you're feeling that, if you're feeling the funk and think, okay, I'm not quite sure how I can further contribute, I feel like I've given everything, I've given all I've got, well, for you to take up that next step in your career, that might be a good reason to invest in you. Number 6 is it will help you make better decisions, to empower ourselves to make better decisions, more informed decisions in our career paths, in our business development activities, in our investments. This would be a really good time to think about investing in yourself. So it will just to empower yourself to make better, informed, validated decisions. If you have that skill set, or level up your thinking, or level up your skills to be able to do that, you'll be better reassured. And expand your career options would be number 7. So if you want to, whether you're working for a larger organization or you are working in a smaller environment, expand your career options in following an interest, or following a path, following in something that is going to help. Again, be ecological, investing in some form of study that is going to be good for you, it's going to be good for your organization, and it's going to be good for the greater good of your industry in benefiting from your new knowledge that you've invested your time and your resources to be able to do that. So there you go. What did you think? Was this valuable? Let me know. 7 reasons to invest in you and level up your thinking. So to summarize, doing things that are uncomfortable and sometimes a little bit scary are exactly what we want to be doing. So we want to be getting ourselves out of comfort zone and putting ourselves in no position, because more than always, if we've got the butterflies in our stomach and we're feeling a little bit of nerves around something, that is a significant light bulb that you're growing. Okay, so anytime that you're feeling that, it's actually a really, really good thing that you've stepped up and taken things to the next level. So we want to be doing things that are a bit uncomfortable in our work, to be able to keep propelling ourselves forward. There are many reasons. I hope you've been inspired, many reasons to invest in you. And also, if you are stuck and if you are feeling stuck, it's really you're only stuck within the confinement of your comfort zone. Okay, so if you're feeling stuck and seeking a little bit of variety, look at all of these things that we've spoken about and think, well, you're only really feeling stuck because you're really too comfortable and you haven't experienced that that uncomfortable feeling, or putting yourself out there to learn something new, do something new, get yourself in a new environment. Okay, just experiencing change. There's only one thing to do, and that's take action. Take one step forward to be doing something different, not approaching things with the same mindset. That's the first thing. Okay, so there we have it. Did you find it valuable? Any aha moments? Any insights? What did you find most useful about what we shared today? Let's wrap things up with a quote of the day. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. An investment in your knowledge pays the best interest. I love that. That's a quote by Benjamin Franklin. So thank you everybody for joining me. Here is to your excellence in business and life today and every single day. Woo! Okay, now that the beat hitting and pumping up, we will say goodbye. So let's start Instagram. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Have a wonderful day. And hello and goodbye, Periscope. Thanks for joining me. Bye. And beloved Facebookers, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye for now.